Hey, how y'all doing out there? I'm back again with another video. This time we're going to talk about the Samsung Gear S3. Now, this watch has been out now for quite some time. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this watch came out in 2017. And as soon as I saw this watch, I immediately had to have it because I just love the way it looks. It's the, Galaxy Samsung Gear S3 Frontier, and I had the Gear S, and I still have it with that curved display. And when you get your notifications, you could basically see everything on it. I love that watch. It was just nothing like it on the market. It was just so unique. I had the Note Edge with the curved screen, on one side, and then I had the Gear S with the curved display watch. So it was kind of cool. But this Gear S3 just Samsung took it to a whole nother level because this phone not only has a great display, but it's a big display at, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 46 millimeters, and it has the rotating bezel, which is the best part to me, my favorite part of this whole watch. Now, just to click it on so you can see the display real quick, because it won't stay on. My only issue with the watch now, even though I still love it, it's my favorite watch, and I have at least, I think, 5 smartwatches. The battery life is not horrible, but it's just not as good as it once was. Now, for me, and I know most people, when they use their smartwatches, I see the screen is always off. It's like, they use the motion where they turn their wrist and the watch face lights up. But I don't like that because that annoys me. I just want to be able to glance at my watch at any time and see the time. I don't want to have to constantly turn my wrist in order to see the time. So I guess I tend to use up a lot more battery that way, but it still should still give you great battery life even if you keep the display on. But I'll have to say, even with that, I can easily get through a full day, even with the display on all day. I could get anywhere between 12 to 13 hours. And that's a full day. That's more than a full day. So it's not horrible, but I wish it was at least day and a half, 2 days. I remember when I first got it and I tried it out and I wasn't using the always on thing. I think I was using the wrist motion. I got close to 3 days, honestly. But that was almost, a few months after I had it when it did that. But with the display on all the time, which is what I prefer, I get about average about 13 hours. But that's just to say, just to go on, you can, of course, text people on it. You can, now I have the one, the LTE version, where I could use, where I could put a SIM card in there and have my own phone number, and calls will come directly to that watch. Now, I had it on there initially, but I took it off because I'm never without my phone. So it really was just a waste of money because my phone is always with me. So I took it off and I just used the Bluetooth capability of the phone. But you can text, call, get your notifications. You can make payments with Samsung Pay, and I love that you have Samsung Pay on here, and you can just put your watch up against the things in the store, and pay for anything. It's so cool. It reads it like it's basically like your card, like you're using your card. It tricks the machine in believing that you're using your card when you're not. Now with the new Samsung watch that came out last year, for some reason they took Samsung Pay off the watch, which makes no sense to me. And they also took away the rotating bezel. Like that was like the best part of the whole phone. Why would you get rid of Samsung Pay and then take off the rotating bezel? It makes no sense. So I definitely wasn't interested in the one that just came out. Not at all. I'm good with my S3. If the battery just gets too bad in this one, I'll just buy a new S3 until they come out with something, you know, bring back those features and also make the watch face even bigger, because most men prefer big watch faces. I know women don't really care for big watch faces. Now I think Samsung really should make a size for the women and then make a size for the men. I just think that would only be right because there are women that do like Samsung watches too. I've seen a few with them, but they were women that were more a little like bigger bigger wrists. But for a woman that's real feminine and dainty, she don't want a big gawky, you know, watch on. She wants something a little small, a little more feminine. But just to go on, this watch also has built-in GPS, keeps tracking of your activities and all that stuff. It's military grade. It resists, it's water and dust resistant, which I can definitely say it is, because a few years ago, my family and I went to not Dorney Park. We went to Virginia, Busch Gardens, and we went to the water park. And I had this thing on all day, and I was in and out the water all day, swimming and everything. Never had any issues with the watch whatsoever. So the water resistance is the truth. Okay, you ain't gotta worry about that. Now the rotating bezel, I just gotta show you that. It's just awesome. Hold on a second. Let me open it. The rotating bezel is the best part that I like, my favorite part. See how that moves? I mean, that's just awesome. Like, you don't even have to touch the screen. All you got to do is rotate it and just hit the top button and it goes back to the beginning. Now, say you rotate to the left. See, this is where you get your notifications. See, that's telling me that I got my steps in. They congratulated me. That's my daily briefing. You can clear all. And I haven't really used it today. I used my Moto 360 today because I was letting this charge. Here you can control your media, your videos or either your music. Here is basically, where I have the phone settings, text messages, my gallery with pictures on it. See, this thing keeps going. Different things on. Now I gotta unlock it again. Sorry, y'all. I guess I gotta try to do this quickly. This one, you got a full calendar, which I love. Full calendar. Here you got the weather. Here you could put here for your water intake. Now these are all widgets that you can add to this. Here you can see how many steps I did for the day, my calories, my heart. It's also has a built-in heart rate monitor, which is which is cool. My alarm there. My news briefing, you can get your latest news, articles, things like that. Here again, your blood, your heart rate right there takes that. It'll keep a track of your current events for the day. This is your reminder. If you have any reminders that'll pop up on the screen. Here you can get the time of another part of the country if you want. Here you can do your food and all that stuff through your through your health app. Your contacts right here. You could put all your contacts there. So it could do so many things. I mean, I just love it. Here now with the watch faces, let me show you those real fast. You push the button really hard and see, you just go through all your different watch faces. And I have quite a few of them. This is one of my favorites. This is like one of the originals that come with the phone. When I don't want to do digital, this is like one of the original ones. I really like this one a lot. But for work, I basically need digital because I need to see, the seconds and all that stuff like that. So, the watch is just absolutely awesome, phenomenal. I love it. So you get a lot. You get a lot with this watch. It's definitely worth picking up and all that. My experience with it has been really great. You can also use it on iPhone, but you're not gonna get all the functions of it's not gonna work. If you want the full version, the full effect of the watch, you have to use a Samsung phone, or either not a Samsung phone, either just an Android phone. But iOS, you'll be able to get your notifications and things like that. But there's certain things that's just not gonna work, with iOS devices. So just want to say again, it comes with a 22 millimeter band. The band is like a rubber silicone, very comfortable on your wrist. You can swap out the bands for any type of band you want to use, which is cool too, because that gives you some options. It also charges wirelessly, so that's awesome. So it's just a lot of things you can do with this watch, and I just really love it. It's my favorite watch that I have out of all the watches that I do have. So Samsung hit a home run with this watch. I'm not sure why they messed it up with the watches that came after this, because this clearly was the best watch besides the Gear S, the first one that to me that they ever made. Because now the Gear S2 was nice, but it wasn't easy to turn the bezel, and the watch face was just way too small. I mean, it was so annoying to me how small it was till I had to send it back. I just couldn't take it. You know, that's perfect for the wrist of a woman, but not a man. Not for a screen that small. And I really believe they should have made the next one after this one even bigger, because men love big watches, big watch faces. But you know, suffice it to say, this is definitely worth picking up. If you have a Samsung phone or even an Android phone, get this watch. If you like smartwatches, this watch is absolutely awesome. It really is. All right, till next time, y'all take it easy. Oh, and please consider liking the video, subscribing, and hitting that notification icon so you'll be notified of all the latest videos I upload. If you like the content and you want to see more, please consider subscribing and hit that notification bell and hit it where it says all videos. Then you'll get updated with all the latest videos I drop. And I not only do tech videos, but I also do biblical videos as well. So you guys take care. God bless you all. Peace.